keeps prompting. But क्या तो उसके बाद my YouTube stand. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel Alive to Tell a Tale. My name is Sharmishta and today I am back with another video. Gosh, it feels like I'm saying this after a decade. So yes, I was away for quite some time and I couldn't help it. All credits goes to my job. Have not had the bandwidth to come back to YouTube and make a video. But in the recent times, I've been thinking, what do I do to make things interesting again? What can I do to help students, aspiring students who are willing to go to Ireland again? And I came up with an idea. So here I am going to start a new series. It's called Going Back to Ireland Part 1. So in this series, we're going to talk about multiple things. Have I completely ditched the idea of going to Ireland, or am I sleeping over it? If I am sleeping over it, then am I trying? If I'm trying, then what are my trials? Are they working, not working? Are they failing? All of it. So stay tuned and get ready for this series. I'm sure that you're going to have a lot of fun listening to me talk about my experiences, and I hope you learn a lot and have a lot to take away with you. But since it's been a while and I think many of you are here for the first time and might be seeing my face for the first time, so I thought let me do like a quick round of introduction to tell you who I am, why am I here, and why am I talking about studying in Ireland. So once again, my name is Sharmishta and I did my Masters in Marketing from UCD Smurfit Business School, Ireland. I did this in 2018. My batch was 2018-2019. I lived and studied in Ireland for about 2 years and then got locked up in an apartment throughout the pandemic. Now I did multiple job trials. Did all of the things I could do to get a job, to secure a job, but just like every other market in the world, Ireland's job market had also come to a standstill and there was little to nothing I could do to secure myself an employment. So what did I do? I left the country the moment I got a chance to step out. I've been in India for a little bit more than 2 years now, but my YouTube channel started when I was in Ireland. It is a consequence of the pandemic, and it initially started off as a very fun channel, as an idea to, interact with the camera because I love the camera, and also to showcase my life in Ireland to people who live in India. But while I was making these videos is when I realized that there is a gap that I could fill. Lack of information. And that's how I started a playlist called Study in Ireland. Now this playlist consists like an end-to-end guide to any student who's aspiring to go to Ireland to study and settle there for future. Now, like I said, I have been in India for about a little more than 2 years now, but trust me when I'm saying this playlist stays relevant till date. So if you are someone who's looking for a potential country to go and study and settle, and if Ireland has been on your list and you don't know where to go to know information, then please get onto my channel, open the playlist, sit with your popcorn and watch all the videos in one go, and I'm sure you will have no questions. Now let's do a quick rundown as to how I have tried to help students watching me get an insight into the country, into the studies, into everything possible. Now I tried and created multiple avenues to help students, and I will count them down for you now. Number 1. This face. Me sitting and blurting out information like nobody's business. The biggest example of me blurting out information without holding anything back is me reading out my first visa rejection letter word by word. Now I'll leave the link somewhere in the description or up here somewhere. You can go and give it a watch. Now second one. I created a place where students can connect and interact with each other. A Facebook page called Alive to Tell a Tale, which has about 700 students right now on it. This is a place where students can tag along with each other. Students who are going to the same college or doing the same course, they can exchange information, tag along with each other, find accommodations together, share spaces together. It's a great place to go and interact with students if you haven't stepped out of India and reached Ireland yet. Now, third, student accommodation. Now, for people who know me already, they know that I have been on the streets after landing in Ireland for 6 straight hours, and this is because of absolute poor planning, lack of information, and no resources or avenues to go to book your accommodation. We'll leave that story or like a run through of that story for another day, but personally I would always recommend each and every student to book their accommodation way before they take the flight. Now, to avoid situations like I have experienced, it's always a good idea to book your temporary accommodation first, land there, check into the temporary accommodation, and then look for your permanent accommodation. This is the easiest way, that is hassle-free, and will make sure that you are in a secure space and not wandering on the roads like I did. Now, if I have to personally recommend a student accommodation for you, then it would be Amber Student. For many of you who know and for many of you who don't, I have been associated with Amber Student for about more than 2.5 years now, and I trust the brand. Many students who go through me to Ireland have booked their temporary accommodation with them. It can be as easy as just going onto their website and just typing your university's name, and it will give you all the results, all the accommodations available nearby. Just book your stay for about a week or a little more than that. I'm sure it will cost you as good as, or actually less than, what it would cost you at a hotel. Hostels are definitely way more economical, but if comfort is priority, if privacy is priority, then student accommodation is your best bet. Now, fourth, professional consultation. Now, everybody who knows me, who's been around in this channel for a long time, know that I offer professional assistance, end-to-end solutions, starting from picking what the right university is based on your merits, applications, visa applications, what all goes into putting your documentations together. In case of visa rejection, what has to be done, end to end, from here till when you land there, everything will be looked after. So if you're interested, I'll leave the link below. Please go down, click on it, and someone from my team will get in touch with you. So these are a surface level rundown of all the avenues I have tried to create for aspiring students who are considering Ireland. There is a lot more that I've tried to do, and I'm sure that in case you go back and open that playlist, I'm sure you will find a lot more information and like an in-depth insight into different aspects of what should one do when they're planning to go there, what does one do when they're there. So I think I've spoken a lot in this video for you. I will stop boring you now. We will definitely get into the topics that I've talked about part by part, one by one. I have lost practice. I'm noticing it while shooting this video, so I'm going to get better and make sure that I make this video and this watch fruitful for you. Until then, please do like, share and subscribe. If you have any questions, please drop your questions in the comment section below. I'm going to start being active. I know I'm saying this again, but I'm going to do everything I can to be active again. I am pretty active on Instagram though, because it's an easier way to interact with students. Many students reach out to me on Instagram. They slide into my DMs and then they go into those requests. So sometimes I end up not responding to some people, but I always try my best to get back to them. So please drop your questions there. You can follow me on Instagram. Sharmishta09 is my handle. Until next time, see you. Bye-bye.